Well, hi there. Been a while since I started this channel, and it's amazing how many things derail you along the way. All with the best intentions. Things don't always work out the way we want. It's a life lesson in itself. But yeah, winter's been rough, and yet I'm still out in the woods, going on walks, doing the things that I need to do for that little bit of self-care to help you get through it, even if you're just going through the motions. And just over 2 years out, I feel like I'm barely even motivating to do these little videos or start the YouTube or do something to stick with it. And I really feel like people completely underestimate how long shock actually lasts. I feel like, some people 6 months to a year later, maybe not even 6 months, they think you should be all better. And not that, different personalities don't process differently. Everyone grieves in their own way. But honestly, it comes in waves. And they get a little further out, a little softer maybe. But there's days that I just, still feeling it. And you're never going to get over it. You're going to move on. You're going to find that life continues. And hopefully, if you can lean into the grief, that you really cherish all the moments, all the people that you still have left to make this life worth living. And no one can do it for you. And people want to fix you, make it all better. And partly because it's hard for them to be around that sadness, and partly because they love you and they don't want to see you hurting. But sometimes I think it sucks, but us as the ones grieving need to educate the people around us that grief and sadness is a part of life. And just because I'm crying doesn't mean I'm not okay. And maybe even more okay. Letting it out when it comes. I don't want to hold that stuff. I don't want to bury it anymore. I just want to let it flow. I don't need those blocks. After my mom died, I really just threw myself into work. And I am definitely the very positive person. And it's helped me get through it. But sometimes it's also been hard for me to really let go and feel whatever pain and sadness is there, because I am trying to make the best of it and see what lessons come. There are always gifts that come through the trauma, and it's good to open to those too. But it's just about being real, living life. Part of life is pain, struggle. It's okay. And I laugh and cry freely at the same time sometimes. So there's that. And some days I can't motivate, and that's okay. Some days I can, to get out and do those things that are ultimately going to make me feel happier. And sometimes I'm like super motivated and on it. I can't say I was like that at first, but it just depended. When I was doing the memorial, I was working 24/7 because I was driven to do it, and that's okay too. Consistency is not necessarily a trait of grief, but it's okay, just like everything else.